black and gold is something me as a German can totally go with because
Oh,
that's
that's true. That's yeah.
national flag.
Well,
So
welcome back to Akuban Nights, everybody.
Fashion chat.
Mhm.
Fashion nights.
Akuban nights, the trendiest nights around. Oh yeah.
Come for the slaughter, stay for the fashion advice.
Mhm. Mhm.
But don't take any from Bud.
Or Neal. Yeah. Or Sammy? God. I don't know. Has Sammy got style?
Hey, Sammy wears robes a lot of the time, right? So, you know.
That's pretty trendy, right?
Yeah, he's a wizard. He's probably got some, you know, some cool robes going on there.
Okay, cool. So welcome back to Akuban Nights. What are you guys up to now?
I'm going to visit the dressmaker. What did you say? The best dressmaker in the city.
What he claims to be. He's got a place right next to the palace, just outside the castle gates. So you head on back to the dressmaker.
Yeah, Maya is going to. Well, she's probably going to sort of go to the London Gardens and go. What would you say the best dressmaker in the city is?
My wife makes a pretty good skirt.
I mean, professional tailor sort of dressmaker.
The guard starts to sweat profusely. He's never been to a dress shop. He has no idea, and it's all below his pay grade.
Okay.
I think there's someone just outside of the gates. I see a lot of.
Are there any chambermaids or anything who would know?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, let me get you the one of the princess's handmaidens. She'll know.
Thank you. Okay,
And
lovely. Thank you.
this can be sorted out, and you can be pointed to the very finest dressmaker in the town.
Lovely. I will.
You actually do end up back at the same shop that Bud just visited. That is indeed the best dressmaker in town.
Yeah, she'll sort of like she'll wander in and just sort of peruse the dresses until somebody comes to tend to her.
Oh, certainly. I mean, this older gentleman shows up the moment you step into the shop.
Can I help you?
How may I help you, ma'am?
Good afternoon. Oh, I'm just having a look around. Yes, two friends of mine told me that this was very good dressmakers.
Indeed, your friends have exquisite taste. Welcome to
Yes.
Dracissian dresses.
I wonder if you might remember them. They said they came in here earlier, and sort of like large gentlemen, very large.
Oh, you're
hands
the
like two
bride-to-be! Oh, wonderful! I've met your husband-to-be. Don't worry, we won't say anything around here. It's going splendidly. We're just taking measurements off of the articles they gave us.
I see. I was. Well, what exactly did my husband-to-be look like?
You know, large man, beard, big belly.
I see. And the lady with him?
Cleric of Martha. Little chubby.
We all look the same, no worries.
Little big around the hips.
She's not big around the hips. She's fine. Anyway, oh, interesting. I feel you have the. I'm not the bride to be. I'm merely a friend of the family, but I'm honoured to be mistaken for the bride to be. I hear she's wonderful.
Really? I was told she, beautiful woman with a smile that could kill you, shank you in the alleyway for all you got, you know?
Sir, I can assure you, I have never shanked anyone in alleyways.
Of course not, ma'am. Of course not.
I do think you have the wrong person, though, but...
My mistake. Those were the only people that have come in here, though.
Did you say they brought garments in with them?
Yes. They gave us these, Akuban costumes, and, thank you. And, gave us something to make measurements off of for the bride-to-be.
I see. So what did they choose for the wedding dress?
Well, if you're not the bride-to-be, I don't know if I can reveal this
come
information.
on.
They did ask me to keep it all secret. I probably shouldn't have said any of this. I honestly thought you were the bride-to-be. Please don't tell them I've mentioned anything.
Oh, no, it's fine. I won't. Don't worry. Well, it's. Oh, I've just remembered an appointment I have to keep. I'll be back later. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I'm just gonna steam back to the palace. Just dun, 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 dun. Where is Sarah?
Having another mimosa.
Oh,
Probably.
I'm in my room, laying on my bed with a mimosa in my
There's
hand.
just a little. Oh, Sarah.
Are there like 10 glasses scattered around your bed? All empty mimosa glasses.
It's
So
like,
I think there's one servant who comes in from time to time. Come in. I'm not decent though, but you can come in.
just me.
I have my pants off.
Sarah. We need to talk.
Mhm.
I've just had a very enlightening visit to the dressmaker.
So what?
Apparently, I'm marrying our brother?
What? Did the dressmaker say that?
Yes.
Hmm.
And you're having a wedding dress made for me?
That dressmaker's not a very smart man, is he?
I'm very good at what I do, and he's very dumb. It was
figured.
like shooting fish in
Close
a
the
barrel.
door. Close the door and sit down.
Oh, I slammed it first day. It was just like, Sarah. bang. Hi.
Okay.
Right. So,
Right.
seizing a bottle of wine.
You can pick one. It's fine.
So, are you going to tell me actually what's happening?
Sure. So, Bud is getting a dress for you made. It's gonna be the nicest dress that a Drekis has ever seen. I've made sure of that. I picked your favorite colors. It's also incredibly expensive. And he said we needed to lie to you because he wanted to do something nice to you, and he knows you don't take that very well. He's also probably gonna execute me when you tell him that I know. So I would appreciate it if you would take my honesty and, not get me into trouble for that.
He's not going to execute you. Shut up. He loves you. You're his favorite sister.
I know, but you know how it is. When he asks me to lie, I have to lie, but I'm not gonna lie to you when you come to me
I mean,
afterwards.
I'm quite impressed. To be fair, I'm quite impressed with how well you managed to lie to me earlier. That was, that was impressive. I didn't know you could lie like that. You were cleric of Martha.
I lie better after alcohol, usually.
Is that because you forget what the truth actually is?
Maybe.
So I'm somewhat annoyed that you would. I'm conflicted. I am conflicted. I'm annoyed that you have gone behind my back like this. I think it's quite a sweet gesture to have a dress made for me, but on the other hand, I would very much like some input in the design
Well,
of the
how
dress.
about you and I just go back to that man and you tell me what you want, and I can tell him. We just can't tell Bud because he may never know, but we can go.
All right. I also I reserve the right to do something unpleasant to Bud. Nothing's fatal or harmful, just something that will inconvenience him somewhat.
Is he gonna hobble afterwards? Because I think we still need him for the
Oh no. Just something that'll make him deeply unhappy for an evening or so.
Oh, that's okay, but that's fine. As long as it's medically safe, I have no problem with this, I say, as I drink another mimosa.
It'll be perfectly safe, don't worry.
You'll also have to take my arm, because I'm not sure that at this point I can still walk steadily.
Right. Also, I may have told the dressmaker that I was not, in fact, the bride-to-be, so I'll just be someone with the same measurements as her if we need to sort of, any input or anything.
Oh, I'm taking you because you have the same measurements and we thought it would be easier, right?
Lovely. Right. Okay. Fantastic. That's fine. Good. I just need to, is Bud in his rooms right now?
I mean, probably.
I think that's a great situation. There's a knock outside the door.
in, but I have my pants off.
No,
I know. I think already. No.
I'm on the way to. Did Maya buy it?
I'll like.
I'm gonna go and hide behind the curtains.
Yeah, I'll do the. I'll waddle towards the door. I just stick my head out. I open the door. Did she buy what?
Your excuse. She doesn't know anything, right?
Of course she doesn't. What are you talking about?
No, it's just
Fantastic.
good. That's and we should keep it that way. And we really want to make it a surprise for her.
Great. Do you have anything else? I'm not wearing any pants right now.
Oh.
I think that one servant already saw me, but the older lady, she scowled last time she walked past. That's when I closed the door afterwards.
I'm on my way into
I
the
think
city.
the Christian people are not very, they are a little bit stricter than I imagined.
Yeah, they're a bit different than us. I mean, we shared a woman together. I've seen you without pants. It's all good. But never mind. Have a nice day. I'm heading into
What
the
do you mean
city.
it's all good? I'm stunning without pants.
You're stunning with or without pants.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. If you come back, bring more mimosas. And I close the door. Oh, God. Okay. Well, either we go now or I'm going to take a nap. You want to go? He's down the hallway.
I've just got to. I just need to pop into a thing for 5 minutes.
If I don't open the door when you call, just come in and shake me awake. I said I flopped down on the bed.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's fine. I would like to just sort of like sneak to his room and make sure nobody sees me go in, and then I would like to just put a little tiny pinch of a thistle leaf in his bed.
All right, you can get some thistle leaf and like grind it up with a mortar and pestle that you get from the kitchen.
It's one of my poisons. It's,
right, but like yeah. So I guess you probably already have it in like a powder form.
I'm totally ping open a ring and I'm just a tiny
sprinkle some of this over here. There you go.
Not enough to incapacitate, but just enough to make life deeply unpleasant. It's just not going to be a comfy night at all.
He'll like get in bed and just be scratching all night and be like, God, my back is just so itchy tonight. What is going on? That sort of thing.
And then I'm also going to put a little tiny pinch of his favorite
tell you what I'm going to do next. I hate you already. I already hate you, and you will find it out later. I already hate you.
Don't fuck with Maya, all right? It's just a prank, bro.
Oh, God. All right. So, the two of you head back to the dress shop. Mm-hmm. The dressmaker sees you coming and is like, hello. And looks awkwardly between the two of you. Oh, what can I do for you, lovely ladies?
So guess what? I was just out at brunch, dinner. What's between lunch and dinner? Dinner with the bride-to-be, right? And she has the exact measurements as a best friend, and I point towards Maya and I say, so I think this would be a great help. I got some more input on the colors and the fabrics, so I think we should have another talk right now.
Certainly.
I also think that our friend that was here before should never know about this.
The large gentleman.
Large one.
A large gentleman.
The man who is paying for everything?
Exactly. The man who should never know that you can't keep your blabbering mouth shut. Because he'd be very upset about that one, wouldn't he?
Perhaps, but ma'am, I can't just... It's his order. I can't...
Perhaps I could add a little on top for your discretion.
But if he's unhappy with it, we will get a bad reputation.
It's not up to him.
Are you...
Yes.
I think I would be in a lot of trouble if a man paid 20,000 copper and didn't get what he ordered.
It's not for him. He doesn't know anything about fashion. Trust me.
That's true. It is for the bride.
Mm-hmm. And as long as the bride's happy, the bride will, I'm sure, be happy to pay a little extra for your discretion.
That's true. You're the bride's best friend.
Yes.
It appears that he's the husband, though. And the brother.
I think you have
so
that wrong. That he is not the husband.
no, he made
No,
it.
he's the.
The way that he talked about her, her face, her smile, her body.
It's because he's Aridonian. They are a little different, you know.
Oh, I see. Right.
Very
By the
different.
way he was describing her, I thought he was in love with her himself.
Well,
No.
language is difficult. You know, there's a barrier. Translation is
see.
hard. If you're not a smart person, you know, some stuff gets lost.
I see. So it's just his sister who's getting married.
The Taylor sister. Don't
Got
Yes,
it.
that's right.
I understand. What a crazy misunderstanding.
Oh, it's fine. These things happen all the time. Trust me. Trust me.
Lovely.
Well, I told her everything she needs to know, so if you have any questions, just talk to her. I'm going to sit down over there and take a nap right now.
He looks to you.
And I'll-
Right.
What?
I'm assuming you have a fainting couch somewhere, right?
We have many fainting couches.
Perfect.
Often when the corsets get too tight, the ladies just fall down.
Oh, yes, of course. And yes. Well, anyway, should we begin? I'm sure my friend would very much like to get this over with.
Sure, and he will describe to you what has been described before: white and black and gold, and this thing
Lose
and
the
that
white.
thing, and the corsets and the lose the
lose the-
white,
Lose the white. Gold rather than white.
gold and black.
And red.
And
I like the
red.
red. I like the skirt. Most of it's wonderful. Just lose the white. White is not her color.
Lovely. Right. Okay. No white in the wedding dress. Are you sure the bride will be happy with this?
Oh, entirely, yes. Also, possibly a couple of concealed pockets, just for, items.
Pockets in women's clothing.
Every good dress needs pockets, I yelled from the
Nonsense!
pavement.
I am a master tailor, and no dress I've ever made has needed pockets.
Is it beyond your skills?
Certainly not. It's just. Why? What do noble ladies need pockets for?
Things.
I mean, for their tissues when they start crying because they're so happy, right?
Nonsense!
Small
They
yappy
can just go
dogs.
steal something
Small
from
yappy
another
dog
person.
pockets.
Oh, small yappy dog pockets.
They're the latest thing. Have you not heard about the small yappy dog pockets?
I have not. Is that another Eridonian thing?
It is, yeah. It's absolutely the latest thing in Aridonia. Yeah, so store a couple of small yappy dogs in your dress, and then, you can let them out to frolic around when you're bored.
My God. No wonder
Some
their
people keep them
kingdom's
in
falling
handbags,
apart.
Some people keep them in wigs. But I find that pockets are much more convenient.
Right, okay. Pockets for small yappy dog. Roger.
Yes. If you could fit a dagger in there as well, that would be handy. Just as a
In
measurement
the dog?
thing. Oh, no. I just, the dogs are about the same size as daggers. So, if you just want to make sure that it can fit a dagger, and that way you definitely know that the dogs will fit.
Right, understood. Yes, got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
It's a handy measurement tool. Yes. Pretty much it, I guess. It's sort of also easy to move in. It should be easy to move in.
Right, easy to move in. Pockets for dagger-sized dogs.
Dogs. Yes.
Right. What about the shoes?
Oh, a flat, no heels.
Flat. For a noble lady's wedding.
She's tall enough. She doesn't need heels. She doesn't want to outshine her husband, you understand?
No, I don't understand.
There is a certain height disparity, and she wouldn't want to, overshadow him. Therefore,
Oh, I see. Got it.
the
Right.
skirts are long enough to hide things anyway. It's fine.
Well, okay. Flats it is. Veil and hat.
Oh, no hat. Just it'll be a tiara with the veil.
Right. Okay.
Black veil. What? Red veil.
Red veil. Lovely.
veil, yes.
Perfect. Wonderful. And we still want the No, that was a different dress. Never mind. Fine. Splendid. And your measurements are near to hers?
Pretty
she a
much
little-
exactly. Yes, yes.
Little bigger, little smaller?
No, we're pretty much of a muchness. We swap dresses all the time.
Right, well, this is a wedding dress. It's a little bit, more tight-fitting than most. We should know if we need to let it out or take it in a wee bit.
No, it should be fine. Well, give it a laceable bodice. That way it'll be fine.
Well,
Any last-minute expansions or contractions can be accounted from then.
Oh, are we expecting last-minute contractions? Expansions, that
Absolutely
is.
not.
There's not a shotgun wedding, then.
What do you
A crossbow
take?
wedding.
A noble woman.
It's
Careful
been
what you
known-
say, sir. Careful
Well,
what you
she's
say.
not here.
I am her best friend, though.
Things happen. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. I wouldn't want, what do you call it? Politeness to get in the way of productivity.
Everything is fine. There will be no last-minute
Expansions.
mishaps. And I do not trust your tongue, sir. You've already said the wrong thing to somebody in the first place, so, I do not trust your discretion.
Deepest apologies, ma'am. Deepest apologies.
Anyway, I think we're done here, are we not?
Lovely. Yes, I think I have everything. Come back in 3 or 4 weeks and it should be settled. And, do tell the gentleman that it's been, adjusted on his behalf. Maybe.
I'm sure we'll let him know if he needs to know. It'll be fine, don't worry.
Right.
Right, come on, sister. Wakey.
Goodbye.
Oh, are we going? Are we going? Are we good?
We're done.
Okay, we're
It's
good.
fine.
Okay, I'm
I'll
okay.
have to sort of help you out. I'm assuming you got
Yeah.
that.
I'll salute towards the tailor on my way out.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Lovely day.
Yes, dear. I think we might need to have less mimosas from now on. Perhaps. Would you like a nice glass of fruit juice that isn't fermented? You're gonna have a
Like
terrible
what?
headache otherwise. Orange, apple, mango. I don't know. What fruit juice do they have around here?
Mango.
All right, then we'll go and get you some mango. Come on, back to the palace. Let's go find you some mango juice.
They give you a mango iced tea. It's not as good as the lemon iced tea that they were going to offer you, but you want with mango instead.
I'll have the
It's
lemon
gonna be fine.
because I'm quite bitter at the moment.
Alrighty then. So, dresses are sorted. Let's move on to the rock.
Fantastic.
Wait, aren't we moving on
Only
to
taken us a solid 3 hours. It's okay.
Didn't Bud have something he wanted to do as well?
Bud, did you have something you want to do?
Yes, I wanted to visit the Tempos
Temple.
church.
Church,
Temple,
yes.
yeah.
Perfect. You arrive.
Is it a building dedicated to the god, or?
There is a dedicated Tempos temple in town. You can do that, or you can go one of the big generalist ones.
No, I think I need a full someone who's really knowledgeable about temples, maybe, to help me.
The
think of
worst
things.
and best cleric of tempos you can find, Neal.
Wait, I can't remember his name. It's going to be the best name.
All right.
I slowly enter the temple, a bowing when I enter, and instantly start to look around about how the church looks and if I'm able to find a priest.
Sure enough, there is a priest before you. It is a halfling woman, about 2 feet 10 inches. I can give you that in European units in just a moment.
Fine, I understand that.
86 centimeters tall. Kind of perky and smiley, and she steps up to you and goes, "Why, hello there."
Wait, 186 centimeters?
No, just 86 centimeters.
All right. I was like, holy, okay.
Hello there. Welcome to the Temple of Tempos. How may the fates guide you today?
I give her a low bow to the priest, and thank you. I want to just thanks
Excuse
for
me,
a
could you
second.
speak up a little bit?
I'm a bit lost and I need your help.
I see, yes, of course. That is what we are here to do. We are here to help the lost souls find their ways.
Not really about me. I think I know my path and my destiny. It is about this. And I slowly start to rummage through my bag and pull out the temple symbol that we found in the dragon horde. This magical symbol. I'm not quite sure, but it seems to be a holy symbol of Tempos, right?
Yes.
We found it with other valuables hidden away, and it seems to be a bit older. Are you able to help me find out if there's any meaning to it?
Any meaning to it? Like,
Yes,
is it magical
item.
or what?
Any powers? We suspect it's a magical item. So
And
it
why do
might
you
be-
suspect it's magical?
Please?
But why do you suspect it's magical?
A friend of mine is a wizard.
And he said it was magical.
It might be, yes. I don't know how things magical work.
I see. Well, lucky for you, as a cleric of Tempos, I can detect magical things. And she begins to chant some weird words.
I'm gonna just bestow. No, I can't hide my belt well. Yeah,
Nope.
my belt.
Yep, so she chants some strange words and looks about, and her eyes take on this like purplish hue to them, and they kind of gaze at the amulet, and then they like move over towards you and like gaze across your waist. Are you carrying any other magic gear?
Not as far as I know. No.
Alright, so she takes a look at you, and she takes a look at the amulet and goes, well, it is indeed an amulet of Tempos. But it has no additional effects.
Ah, good.
That belt you're wearing, however, is quite the powerful enchantment. Where did you find that? Don't worry, I won't tell. It's none of my business. I'm just curious.
It was a gift from one of my wives.
One of? Oh my. Fates have many plans for you, it seems.
I travel many countries. Sometimes I leave a woman behind. Sadly.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure they're on their own path as well. It just doesn't include you, and yours doesn't include them. I'm sure it'll all work out in the end. That'll be 50 copper, she says, extending her hand.
Yes. And I will give her 100 copper.
And she will make change for you and hand you 5 silver back.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Keep the rest.
Many blessings to you.
You as well.
And she actually does come up to you and touch you on the forehead. I guess she can't reach your forehead. She'll tap you on the kneecap, on both of your knees.
I get down on me.
Oh, perfect. Then she'll tap you on the forehead and speak some words, and she will bless you. You get a +1 bonus to your next saving throw or stat check. somewhere in the next 24 hours.
Seems like I will need that once I get into bed. Well, that was only one part of the things I wanted to do. The other thing was, and now we come to the thing that's not so very why I'm gonna start to hate Maya. But was interested to get an affair for the night. A little sleepover. So, yes, I'm really happy. He was looking for, a noble brothel or something.
Yep. Yep, you can head over to the noble brothel, or the higher class establishment.
Wait, you've been in one here before, right? You've been to one in Dreckers. What was it, the Red Door or something?
That sounds about right, the Red Door.
Yeah, but I mean, it's franchising and it's here in the capital as well?
Oh, was that not here in the capital?
No.
Oh, that was in Yatel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here...
Come on, it's a franchise. Go on.
No, they can't franchise between Akuba and Dreckis. That wouldn't be consistent with lore.
Hey, come on, McDonald's is everywhere.
True.
McBrothels.
But for a while, like, you couldn't get a McDonald's in Moscow in 1985, you know? That's what we're dealing with here.
I bet you could get a Russian ripoff of it.
So this very fine establishment is called... Oh, what's a good brothel name? I've got no idea. It's called Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans?
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun.
Good, I'm gonna visit the Clash of the Titans.
Is the proprietor's name Ray?
No?
Harryhausen.
Who's Ray? No.
Ray Harryhausen? He's the stop motion animator who's famous for Clash of the Titans.
Which
Yeah,
is...
he animated that.
No, I haven't rolled for the proprietor. I'm not that... I haven't watched Clash of the Titans yet. It was sitting near me for some reason.
In that case, you need a Harryhausen reference somewhere, okay?
All right, well, it is a 24-year-old man who is running it, so he can be called Ray. You find Ray here. He welcomes you. Greetings, sir. Welcome to Clash of the Titans. We cater to all of your gigantic tastes. How can we help you?
Oh, it's a good speech. Thank you. I'm interested in having a nice and sweet companion for a night who would be willing to spend a luxurious night in the Queen's castle with me.
Splendid. Are we looking for male or female companions?
A female.
Lovely. And, what type of Titan would you like?
Are there only Titans? Are there maybe more of a delicate woman?
Delicate?
The last Titan I was in bed with beat me with a stick unconscious.
Oh my.
I don't want to have this experience again.
No, trust me, none of our, ladies or gentlemen here will beat you with a stick unless you would like that particularly done. No, Titan is more for, personality, charm, and looks, not actually describing physical size. It's a metaphorical Titan. We don't actually house Titans in here. And he will present you with 3 options. There are 2 humans and a half-elf. And... yeah, you can hire an escort for the evening. A lovely lady for the evening. No problem.
I will choose the half-elf. I have sired enough children. I don't need another one.
Lovely. So, you pick up a half-elf for the evening? and head back to the palace with her. And you need to make a couple of checks here. Ooh, that's actually very much in your favor. Oh, wow, okay. You know, I guess the guards see you coming in with her, but no one picks up on the fact of who you've really brought into the palace. And no one will be any the wiser, and rumors will not spread about the Akuban prince who is bringing in brothel workers.
If you ever want to invade the Derkisian castle, can recommend the guards are not very good.
They rolled really badly on their perception checks. Like 1s and 2s badly.
Now, I guess the night will start with, listen, this will be a night you never forget.
Certainly.
And I guess that's when Maya's shenanigans will happen at some point. And we have...
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But she hasn't put an incapacitating amount in, just enough to just be like itching powder worthy. Really, but I mean, it depends where the itching powder gets.
Oh my god. All right, I need to make a saving throw for the worker, and then a charisma check if she fails to see if she can like not, you know. So here's her saving throw.
Okay. Who's on the bottom anyway?
Everybody at all different points in time, I'm assuming.
It will take hours. There's enough
26.
time for everyone to be on the bottom.
At some point, I'll walk past the door like, oh, I guess this is still going fine then. No need to worry, after all. Just went to get an aspirin and I'm walking back.
You're not taking the time while I'm performing, right?
Willow bark tea.
This'll leave. DC 21 save. So she passes her save. Budarios, can I get a constitution check from you?
Sure. Wait.
Oh, and you get a
you'll be
+1
fine.
on it, buddy. Because you rolled less.
There we go. See, it's fine.
Is that a 21?
That's exactly
No.
a 20, right?
Yeah, 20 +1 from... Oh, did that 20 include the bonus already?
Oh, the saving throw. No,
Yeah.
I didn't include a bonus.
You know what? You guys both pass your saves. You barely notice the itching. You know, it doesn't even really bother you. Yeah.
Ah,
Great. That worked out
I don't
lovely.
know how you feel, but kind of make me restless, itchy almost.
Oh my god.
But Darius, behave!
Not for the next hour. It is
Please
too...
note, I've also put some in his favorite shoes as well.
In his favorite. What is going on? I was so nice to you, and you're just being a dick to me. Why?
Hey, look. Maya does not like surprises. Maya likes to make her own choices. Maya gets very pissy when people make decisions for her, even nice ones.
I get it. I mean, it's just a joke. In character, it's semi in character, but okay. Well, yeah, that's basically it. There's nothing other to it. You just wanted to have a night of fun. Thank God the temple saved him.
Perfect. Yeah, Tempos really protected you. That blessing was actually pretty important. And the rest of the night passes, and the rest of the day passes, and we can go on to the next day. It's now the 28th of September.
I'm eating a mango for breakfast.
Lovely.
Are we going? Do we want to actually do something productive in preparation for the rock?
It doesn't
Because
seem like it.
We
I think-
wanted to get some workers to come with us and get some poles and all the ropes and stuff. Should we do at least try to get some workers to follow us? I mean, could we do that?
I'm sure we could, ask, if we could borrow some workers and things. It's like, hey, that job we wanted to do? We're going to need some workers because it's going to be a big job.
Yeah, you can totally hire some laborers to come and help you with
Yeah.
all of these things. No problem.
We're also waiting for the incredibly helpful people to come back with the rhino that they went to get as well.
And is there any way to find out how big rock eggs are?
Quite large.
Are we talking large enough to carry? You know, fit in a bag?
Like, is it possible to let you have like a climbing backpack where you can put one and climb down, climb up again? You know,
Like the sizes of a barrel or larger.
All right, hold on. So we've got.
How much does the rock hate life? Funk.
Okay, and I need then. Where are my specific notes? So 0.28 pounds for a bald eagle egg. They have 5.9 plus 7.5 divided by 2, 6.7 foot wingspans on average. The rock has a wingspan of, what do we say, like 120 feet or something? I gotta figure this out. We can do the math on this and figure out the size of the egg. It can be done.
All right.
LMNOP.
Apparently, the maximum is 20% of the female's body size.
The maximum weight is 20%?
Up to 20% of the female's body's weight, yes.
God. Okay, so the rock is, let's call it 18 times larger than a... its wingspan is 18 times larger than a bald eagle's, so that's going to be 18 to the third times...
Does a rock have weight? I think this-
0.28. So we're looking at like 1,500 pound eggs?
What?
Really?
1,500 pounds?
Well,
Yeah.
a rock is like 8,000, right? 8,000 pounds.
We don't actually have a weight for a rock here, but you know,
They
if they can
can
pick up an elephant,
so-
you know,
Yeah.
these are pretty big eggs. And if we say the egg has a density of water, which it doesn't, then divide. What is the cube weight of
No.
1 cubic
About
foot?
Maya carrying the eggs down the mountain, is that still a thing? 1,500 pounds? Is that...
I don't think Maya can carry that, no. Maybe we could rig up some sort of winch and pulley system.
So that's going to be 26 cubic feet. So
The egg
So
is
it's like
26?
4 feet by 2 feet by 3 feet. It's a big ass egg.
So, yeah,
It's,
great.
it's a
So,
giant egg. Yeah.
Yeah, like both eggs weigh about a ton, a bit more. Great, yeah.
There's still a possibility to just like attach a rope on the top and lower it down on a rope, but Maya goes down with the egg to make sure it doesn't crack against the mountain. Where she doesn't have to
I'm pretty
carry it,
sure
but
the
where
rock
you
eggs. Yeah,
pulley it down.
I'm pretty sure the rock eggs are like kinda tough.
You
Yeah.
said
I'm
the
just
eggs
saying
are.
we could lower both of them down and like she makes sure it just doesn't, you know, crack against the wall.
You said eggs were 2% of the body weight, right?
20%, up to 20%. The biggest egg is 20% of the body weight of the.
Isn't that what? Kiwis or something, isn't it?
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm pretty sure kiwi eggs are the biggest by weight.
Oh, you mean in comparison to? I don't know which one are the biggest in comparison to body weight.
Kiwis. Yeah, I know kiwis are that size. They lay massive eggs.
Kiwis have disproportionately large eggs, up to 20%. Yes, so that would be disproportionate, but that's like the biggest. So I figured that for a rocket would probably be really big.
Well, I'm going off of like scaling a bald eagle to a rock, and then scaling a bald eagle's egg proportionately. It should be about 1,500 pounds. That's about as close as we're gonna get, I think. Yeah, I'm comfortable with these numbers. They're giant fucking eggs. They're huge. You're huge.
All right, so we're gonna need a block and tackle and probably a team of people to get these eggs down the frickin' mountain.
Yeah, I think we should still get like a climber or something, just so somebody can actually physically help you on top, because they are
We
so.
need some fucking Sherpas, is what we need. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So, should we do that then? We'll just sort of,
Maybe we can hire a group of people to
we can
bring.
just ask the royal family to, I mean, we're doing them a favor, right? Before we start paying money, let's see if we can get things for free, yes?
Couldn't we outsource that to shenanigans to deliver the rock eggs? Wouldn't that be like a shenanigans task?
Well, the delivery, yes, but we have to pick it up first, right?
Also, do you want to, like, if you give that project to the shenanigans characters, they're probably just going to steal the eggs and sell them themselves, you know?
I mean,
Like-
we're not going to sell them anyway. We're just going to give them away for free because we are going with Sarah's
But there's
plan.
really
I don't want. I'm not giving them away. I'm gonna put them in a certain spot, right? So they're getting.
They're going
hedged.
to a rock reserve.
Rock reserve. Yeah, that's what we need. A rock reserve. Yeah.
Totally. Everything's going to be fine.
Okay, if I was trying to find such a group of climbers that would be able to do that task, where would I look for them?
Where would you find a group of mountain climbers? Well, there's probably some sort of like excursion club nearby of, fancy nobles who go out climbing things for funsies. You know,
And
they're
there
gonna be
must
called
be,
the
Right, and you would probably have somebody who's in charge of all these dumb nobles who'd probably kill themselves if they were just climbing by themselves. I'm looking for that person.
right.
I mean, there must be climbers in the capital because right to the west there is this super huge mountain. So I think it makes sense that they have climbers or people who like to climb or go out climbing.
Sure. The collection of climbers here are known as the Berg Tigers.
Right. I would like to approach them about a job then.
Sure, you can head into the Berg Tiger Club, and sure enough, there is one of these, rough and tumble sort of mountain climbers who sees you coming in and gives you a wave and says, "Welcome, your ladyship. Welcome to the Berg Tigers. We climb all sorts of things, and we take the most experienced and least experienced people along with us. What would you like to climb today?"
Excellent. I am looking to climb the Great Horn.
You're kidding, right?
Yep. No.
That thing has a giant bird on it. It'll kill us all. We'll never make it to the top. It's
We're
really
getting rid of
dangerous
the
mountain.
bird.
Well, there's also bugbears on the mountain and around it.
We're a whole team of experts that's going there. We just need somebody to help us with the mountaineering part. But we're well equipped.
So this is not a pleasure climb, then.
No, this is a business climb.
Right. Well, give me the
I'm
details.
sorry, I figured this is a professional place, is it not? Am I mistaken?
We certainly are, but normally we serve people who are climbing for funsies, as they like to say. We like to climb the Wicklamdo quite a bit. That's a great one. And, sometimes we will take voyages out to other mountains and other areas. Check
Well,
those
just
out.
imagine when we clear the Great Horn and you can come back, and use that for your advantage, because obviously you can lead tours there. I'm sure it would be a very popular place to go afterwards.
If it were ever cleared of all of its monsters, it would be, certainly.
And you can say you were the first ones who did. I've heard once before that it is a very popular thing, under climbers to be like, "Oh, I was the first who was ever there," isn't it? So.
Certainly. Right. Well, tell me about what you
How much
need.
is it?
Well, how many? I need to know what you need before I know how many climbers to take. Do you just need the one, or do you need a dozen?
We need to climb the mountain and to lower down any possible rock eggs that we find up there.
This is an elaborate prank, right? Is it already Jexel's day?
No, I assure you it isn't. And I just show him my symbol of Martha. I assure you it isn't.
Right. So, we will carry down rock eggs. We'll need to figure out their weight and how many people it'll take to help carry that. Then we'll also need assurances that the rock is dead before we climb. I'm not sending any of my people after it.
This is obviously included. Before we even climb, we'll make sure the rock is dead.
Splendid.
We won't put you in any danger that is related to the big living rock at all.
Fantastic. Good.
Only the dead rock matters.
Good. Well, in that case, we'll probably... And how many people do you want to ascend with?
How many people do we want to ascend with?
I mean, yeah, how many people are you bringing aside from those that I will be providing?
Well, would it be easier for you to lower it down with more or fewer people? Like, is it going to be a burden? We have one expert climber, and then we have 3 people who've never climbed before.
I mean, I will need at least 5 or 6 of my own folk to help lower the egg, and then for every...
About, what, 1,500 you said, Neal?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, about 1,500 pounds.
Right, okay, then we'll definitely need about 4 extra climbers for that, and then maybe for every 4, 3 or 4 members of your party will need an additional 1 climber for helping guide them on the way down. It's a treacherous area. So how many people are in your party that need to ascend?
Would we want to go all up there? Is the question.
I'm not sure how many. Yeah, I think Maya's the only one who's liable to actually do well climbing a mountain, right?
Mm-hmm. Probably.
So
Bud might be good.
Maya's going to be in charge of...
I'd also figure there's no immediate danger on the top of the mountain because the rock was there, right? Like, there's nothing right on top.
Yeah. So it sounds like, with your hesitation...
Then it would just be one person who goes up with you.
Yeah. So just one of you...
Actually, then... 2, because we're taking the cleric. 2 people are going up. The cleric of Nadinus and Maya's going up.
2 people to go up and then bring the eggs down with my climbers.
Yep.
Lovely. So we'll need those 4 and myself. So it'll just be the 5 of us and your 2 people. And we'll be guards to keep the bugbears at bay for the base of the mountain.
How many bugbears would you expect?
I mean, the mountain's crawling with them. I'm not sure exactly. I would expect, I don't know. I would be prepared for at least an encounter with 8 or 10. To be on the safe side.
Well, if you had 4 experienced fighters, you think that would be enough?
It depends on how experienced the fighters are. You would know better than I. I'm not a fighter, I'm a climber. If you think you can take 10 bugbears, then...
I'll say it's enough. If I need to find more people to defend us on the bottom, I'll handle it.
Perfect. Well, if the bottom is handled, then the 5 of us, and that's going to be a 4-day journey, a couple of days up, a couple of days down, so we're looking at maybe 10 days and 5 climbers. So we're going to be looking around the maybe 8,000 copper mark for a week of work or so.
Right. Do you also need extra equipment to lower the eggs down and stuff like that, or
we have plenty of ropes that we can bring, and that equipment comes with the cost already.
Right. That sounds good to me. How are we handling payment?
Copper, gold, silver, gems. Preferably copper, gold, or silver, though. Platinum and mithril are also acceptable, of course.
Right. Okay.
If you have another method of payment, I'm all ears.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll do it in gold. I just have to make a few exchanges, and I'll be right back at the to pay you for it, I guess.
Perfect. Well, let me know when you're ready, and we'll make it happen.
Right, and I guess I'll have to go to the jeweler to get rid of some of my jewelry.
I will slip in. So I'll sort of hand you one ring, which is worth like 100 copper. Just be like, oh no, sorry. Wait, is that how many zeros are in there?
Oh yeah, that sheet.
1,000 copper. Yeah, I'll give you like sort of like sort of a couple of rings or something worth 1,000 copper.
Oh, are you sure you want to give that to me?
Yeah, why not? I can afford to be magnanimous.
Right, so I need another 7,000 copper, right? Which is 70 gold.
7,000 copper is 70 gold.
Yes. Okay. So. I'm gonna sell some of my family jewels at a jewelry place. Will they accept Akuban jewelry?
Absolutely. They are not particular. You can probably sell them for like, I don't know, 75% of their cost. Maybe a little bit more depending on... Well, it is exotic Akuban jewelry, actually. It might sell for full price here, and then they'll sell for even higher. It is nice Akuban jewelry, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I don't get to wear it often anymore, unfortunately, but it is.
So why don't you roll me a D75, no, a D50 plus 75, and that is the percent value you'll be able to get for these things.
Oh my god, 84.
All right,
Okay.
so you can sell them for 84% their price.
Right.
You know, because they need markup room. But it's also possible that there was like exotic enough jewelry that you would make a profit off it, but not this time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can leave you to do the math on what you need to sell then.
Yep. Yep. I still have more than that, but still. Like, I'm not entirely out of jewelry yet. I just want to sell enough to make this happen.
Yeah, the jewelry I gave, by the way, was totally. Yeah, that's that.
Oh, I gotta do 84% of that as well, right? That's how it
Dead
works.
man's jewelry.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. If it was Dead Man's, was it a Kuban still? Yeah, it was a Kuban, right? We didn't
Which
kill it.
dead man? Oh yeah, this was the
governor,
jewelry.
the governor.
Right. Yeah. Perfect.
I
So-
love doing this.
You sell some jewelry. You hire some mountain climbers. And I think, are we ready? Are we done with all of our planning for today, or did you have other plans that you guys wanted to get done?
I'd like to sort of make sure we've got ropes and workmen and all the other bits and bobs. I would like to, in fact, go to, sort of like somebody, seneschal or whatever, and just be like, so this project we're doing for the Queen to kill the Rock, sort of, I would just like to defray some of the costs and, just sort of like we need to get some ropes and we need some workers and we, maybe a couple of woodsmen just to sort of like, set up the sticks, etc., that kind of thing.
Right. Okay. Let's see. You can definitely hire day laborers to do the stuff for you.
Perhaps some archers as well,
Sure, mercenaries are available. They are plentiful. But because we are in wartime situation, their rates have skyrocketed.
Well, that's all right, because the royal family will be paying for that, right? Because we're doing a job for them.
Sure. The one dealio when you hire mercenaries is that the mercenaries get an equal cut of any treasure that you
That's
find.
fine. That's fine. I'm good on treasure right now.
Okay.
I'm not, it's fine.
Cool.
And as long as I'll mention it to the rest of the party, and
Great.
it's like, yeah, they're getting equal. So, I'm doing this for my future.
Sure. Each archer is cost 300 copper a day. So you
But
can
that's fine because we're not paying for that.
Sure. I suppose much of this bill will be footed by the crown. Yeah. So you can. How many archers would you like to hire?
250.
10.
10 is a reasonable amount that can be found. Yes.
Yes. 10 decent archers, good, sort of like just brave people who are willing to, risk getting eaten by a rock in return for, a share of the treasure, etc.
Right. And how are you going to convince? I need you to convince me, or convince these archers that it's worth fighting this rock.
Have you seen how much treasure is up the top of that mountain? I heard there were mountains of gold up there. Yeah, it's like, think of all the trade wagons it carries up there. Oof, I bet it is heaving with money. Also, right, we've got an amazing plan. We've got, I'm going to sort of lay out the plan to them. I'm going to sort of describe the trenches they have to hide in where the rock can't get to them because, flappy, oh no, you're in a hole in the ground. I will also be and we will, of course, be bearing the brunt of the danger, being the, heroes in that. It's fine. Yeah, you're there as cover, and you'll be doing you'll be doing the important work and pinging it with arrows, and we'll be the big shiny distraction. Think of the money. How many people can say they've taken a rock down? Now that is bragging rights.
Oh, I'm mostly concerned that my men will get out of here alive. No amount of treasure is worth our lives, you understand?
Of course not. I mean, I have no intention of dying either. I have a lot to live for right now. There will, of course, be life insurance. There will, of course, the share will be sort of the dead men. Their share will be shared among their friends if anybody dies.
Uh-huh.
So, that's sort of what... you guys always get the same share. It's just that it'll, if anybody should unfortunately happen to cark it, then, that everybody else gets a bigger piece of the pie, as it were.
Right, I understand. Perfect.
Also, there will, of course, be life insurance, sort of a little bit of life insurance for, dependents that get left behind, because just, it's only sensible. These are all precautions, but it's good to have peace of mind, right?
Perfect. Then, splendid. 10 archers, 300 copper a day for... How long do you need?
How long is it going to take us? Week and a half? I'm not sure how long it's going to take.
Let's call it 10 days.
10 days, yeah.
300 times 10 times 10 is 30,000.
With an option on overtime if things should...
Certainly.
require
Options for overtime, of course.
Cool.
Excellent.
Fine,
And the crown will foot this bill. It can't be thought of as stingy, and also the crown is flush with money right now.
For now.
Yeah. They've made bank from their expeditions to Caledonia, so they are more than willing to foot this bill. They're rolling in cash.
And it's for a good cause because, getting the rock out of the way.
Super good cause. Great.
And I'm assuming Hottie Pants is putting in a good word for Maya as well.
So, I think that sorts out everything, all of our prep for the rock mission. Right? We've
Probably.
there's still
we still need a cart that we can transport the eggs in, right? Needs to be...
You can get a cart.
Yeah.
We don't have to worry about that. I'll just wait for you at the bottom of the mountain. The very specifics of how the trap is going to work and function, we will work out the next time when the whole party's here, so everyone knows the plan in detail. And I think that'll probably do us for the day, unless you've got
It's a
something
good
else,
plan.
bud.
It'll work. No, I'm good.
One little thing, because I don't want to forget it. Could you tell us a bit more about the Great Mountain? Is there anything to know about it other than that it's a giant mountain? Is there...
Yes. You can talk to Klaus, who will tell you that the single peak of the Great Horn rises 6,500 feet above the Tempian Range, which are the hills that surround it. This mountain is home to a rock family that nests near the peak. The Great Horn contains many precious minerals and metals, although the presence of monsters has prompted the closure of many mines in the area. There are also arakaras that live on the higher slopes of the mountain. These red-feathered, winged humanoids generally avoid other races and keep to themselves. They often come into conflict with the bugbears that live below them and who hunt the arakaras for sport. Though they rarely succeed, but that's what makes the arakaras so enticing to the bugbears. Bugbears themselves make shelters in the Rocky Mountain and the hills all around them. There are roughly 3 tribes living in and around the Great Horn, and bugbears are usually, their tribe size is like 15 plus or minus 10 people, so like 46 plus 1 bugbears per tribe. Let's see, they're also near the Great Horn. There are lesser basilisks and arumvaraxes. The Tempian Range surrounds the Great Horn, and it has, we can ignore that stuff, it has arakaras and bugbears from the Great Horn. It's got gnolls from the Alardian Crest. There are a few tribes of hill giants that live in the southeastern branch of the Tempian Range that keep flocks of sheep and goats while hunting and foraging in the area as well. There are giant...
Vorax?
What'd you say? A Rumbrax? What?
The animals that are, the creatures that are also living there. You said Aurum Voraxes, right?
I did. Arumvrax,
Okay.
Aurum Vorax. Yeah, the gold weasels.
Rings a bell in 2E still for me. I have not so happy memories about them. Yeah, good, cool.
I mean,
great.
their pelt is worth a lot of money, but they're also like badgers from hell that will rip your legs off. So
Yes. Oh, thanks. Yeah, great. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Just don't run into any of these monsters and you're going to find... Oh, there's also rhinos that live in the Alardian Crest and in the other areas nearby. If we just bring the map, let's just do this. Let's zoom this map out and sort of scroll to the side. We do have some rhinos and other things here in this Alardian Crest area. The rhinos that cross the range and come over here often get drunk on the vineyards in this area and become drunken rhinos, often known as winos. They are quite dangerous, yes.
Okay.
But hopefully the ones over here will be drunk and will be less problematic for you. There are rumors of battle sheep, but those are just old stories and legends. There's no such thing as actual battle sheep.
And how about battle goats? Is that a thing?
No battle goats, no battle sheep, no steel wool. They're not led by Meryl's sheep, the leader of the battle sheep. Not a thing.
Meryl sheep.
I've got a bad feeling about this when Neal denies things so strenuously.
Well, I'd still meet the battle sheep over the Aurum Varax, so that's all good.
There's no smoke without fire.
Is there anything we need to know about Berkshire? Because I guess we will travel through it.
It's just a town on the way.
It's big enough to give us refreshments and stock up with.
Yeah, it's just another town. Right, yeah. You can get regular supplies there.
Okay.
I had one more question. I forgot about it. Oh, right. It was important, actually. Did you say a family of rocks live on top of the Great Horn? So we're talking more than one.
I mean,
look, rocks don't practice parthenogenesis, right? If there's eggs, there's got to be, probably 2 rocks to,
Come on, guys. One rock, 2
preparing to kill one, right?
The family at this time, the parents have already split because they come together to mate and then they split and the mother cares for the eggs and the father fucks off because 2 rocks will just starve an area, right? They'll eat everything. So right now it is thought to be a mother and eggs, and the father is gone. And,
oh man, let's hope they haven't hatched already.
Yeah, because
Can you imagine trying to wrangle baby rocks down a mountain?
It would be nasty. But it was rock mating season not too long ago, so there should be some eggs about.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
they only mate every few years.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Any further questions, comments, things that need to be done?
Not at the moment, no. Not for me.
I'm good.
All right. That will wrap us up for Akuban Nights today. We will be back next week, right?
I hope so, yeah.
I hope so too. Barring disaster, we will be back next week with more Akuban Nights. And in, what is it, like an hour and a half or something?
When is Necro away? Is it 28th either way?
I don't know.
It's the 20-somethings. I think it was the 28th.
Wonderful. Well, we'll have more details for you next week. In an hour and a half, we will have critical feedback, so do come on by for that if you so desire. And that's it, I believe.
Subscribe to Neal's Patreon.
Thank you. All right, that's it, everybody. We will see you later. Unless there's anything anyone wants to say, Fuzzy.
No, I got nothing.
You should absolutely follow the wonderful Fuzzy Freaks on her channel because she streams regularly. Very good games. And if you're into, subathons and telling people who they should absolutely kill, then you should follow her and like check in on Sundays because that's what she does sometimes. It's very entertaining.
Sometimes, yeah. I'm probably not for a couple of weeks yet, but yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, and aren't you playing a very interesting submarine game tomorrow?
Oh yeah, we're doing Barrow Trauma tomorrow. Multiplayer. Should be fun.
I just bought that.
It's so much fun.
If you also just bought that, absolutely tune in.
If you like British people swearing a lot, then we have you covered tomorrow.
Beautiful.
I assume that's going to be the case. Yeah, great. Cool.
Great. We're out. See you guys next time. Bye-bye, everybody.